How big a result is that for Cheltenham Town?
Yeah, massive. Last week was very disappointing. We all had a good hard look at ourselves. The season hasn't been going great really for us. We've won, lost, and we haven't put back-to-back wins together. And I think last week was a bit of a shock for us. We thought we could go there and win and move on in the cup. And we've had a difficult week. We've had a bit of a heart-to-heart, a few chats, and today I think we've performed as well as we have done all season. We executed a plan which we'd worked on and said what we need to be doing, and we've done that today, and I think deserve the win.
Over 90 minutes should that decide, won't it?
I think so. I think we had a few half chances first half. Second half I think we kept the pressure on, and luckily we get the goal, and I think from then we probably lost our way once we scored a bit for 5-10 minutes. They get back into it, but I showed a bit of character from the boys. We've gone straight up the other end, scored again, and then I think we was in control. We said at half time, we thought we'd dominate the half, and it was a case of just doing the same, and the chances will come, and hopefully we'll take them. And I think as an away performance, I don't think we could have done much more.
And they played the same system as you, but your system worked better.
Yeah, and we said that in sort of the week's training. It's the first time we've come up against another diamond, and it was a case of being a better diamond, I suppose. And I think on the day we were.
And tactically, how did you go about being a better diamond against the side who's playing the same formation?
I don't know. We worked on a few things. We said the fullbacks are going to be key because obviously it's quite narrow, and we felt that with the players we've got, we needed more forward runners. We didn't think we had that last Saturday against Tamworth. I like to get in behind and play that way, and I think we've sort of gone away from that. Maybe played a bit square and in front of teams rather than being a threat. And I think from the off, we looked at threat, we got in behind, and the pitch then opens up a bit, and we can get on the ball and play a bit. And that was sort of what we worked on, and I think we need to be doing that more often. I think if we do, then we'll win more games than we lose.
And as a striker, do you enjoy playing in the diamond formation?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's nice to have someone in the hole who's obviously a bit closer to you, and he can sort of thread balls when he gets on it. But for me on the whole, like I say, I want to play on the shoulder and try and stretch teams. And I think, like I say, we haven't done that as much. We've maybe looked for Byron maybe as a target man a bit, but he can do it as well. And I felt that we were threatening in behind, and that's where I get my chances. So it suits me. I don't mind. However we play, as long as I'm playing and getting goals, we could play any formation. I don't mind.
You got your goal today. Relieved?
Yeah, pleased. Obviously my last goal was my 250th, and there's a big old thing about that, and really was the disappointing thing. I should have scored last Saturday. I set standards very high for myself, and I expect to score every game. And if chances come along and I don't take them, it frustrates me. And this week hasn't been great for me because I felt as bad as we played last week, I could have got us out of jail. So, I take things personally, and today it's nice to get the goal. We've got the win, which is the main thing. But to get a goal, it sort of doesn't cancel out last week, but it just keeps me sort of going. Now I'll go in this week, have a good week's training, and go next week and expect to be scoring again.
Instinctive finish.
Yeah, definitely. I think Tells is trying to claim he crossed it, but I think it was a shot. But I put myself in positions like always. Strikers have to just put themselves in positions and hope the balls drop there. And he's managed to shank it across, and I've kept a good connection and put it in the corner. So I think it's what we deserve. Like I say, we've been on top for that sort of period. And there's nothing worse than not getting your goals. Then obviously suddenly they get a bit of pressure, but that helped us out. Got the goal, and we sort of kicked on from there, so it was good.
You very nearly got another one pretty soon after, didn't you?
Yeah, it was sort of going away from me a bit, and I was trying to get it back across goal, and didn't, and threw in the side net. And again, I'll probably go home and think I should have done better, but it wasn't as bad a miss as last week, and maybe it was more of a half chance than a proper one. But like I say, I expect to score everything I get. It'd been nice to have got a second and maybe gone on for a hat-trick, but I've had a better year than last year. I got sent off here last year, so I've done better than I did last year, so I'm pretty pleased about that.
It was evident in the first half that people were looking for those runs of yours. Do you think the team are getting, in a sense, you've been out to injury, you're coming back, do you think they're getting used to the types of balls you thrive on?
I think so. I think pre-season we actually worked on it a lot. I think because the manager brought me in and he knew how I played, we actually worked a lot in the pre-season games. And then unfortunately I get injured and you sort of lose that. So we maybe changed a bit and didn't play that sort of way. Obviously I've come in and it's been up and down. I've not started every game, and I'm desperate to get a run in the team. And I think from last Saturday we actually had a meeting and said, look, this is a way to play. It helps us. It's not, you don't have to play like it all the time, but it's there as, like, I suppose, a default really. I'm always looking to do it, and that was something we had talked about. And today we executed it, and like I say, it stretches teams. Centre halves don't want to be running in on their own goal, and even Big Stevie said, look, I know it's a great ball, I don't want to be doing it, so I'm happy doing it for the opposition and turning them. So it did work, and hopefully if I can stay in the team and stay fit, and we can keep doing that, and then the rest of the game sort of evolves from that. So I think we've got to be pleased. Like I say, we've had a real good week, worked on that, and it's worked. So we just have to go again now.
So like 6 points, I think, from the first 8, and then 14 points from the next 8. So it's definitely the momentum in the league is going the right way.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're unbeaten in 4 in the league. I think so. The Tamworth was obviously the blip. So yeah, we've got to build on things. I think we've got a good squad of players, and on our day we can beat anyone. It's just we need to have our day a bit more than what we've been having. So it's another nice 3 points for us, and we have to build on it. Have to. We can't go now and go and lose on Saturday at home, and then maybe get a draw on Tuesday. We have to build on this. We need to put back-to-back wins and another win. We know if we do 2, 3, 4 wins on the bounce, we're back in amongst the top 7, and that's our aim. We have to. You have to be improving all the time, and so far it's not been good enough. Today is good, but we can't rest on that and say, oh, we've been good now, and not work hard and not go on the training ground and do things again. We have to really build on this and really put these performances in week in. And like I say, if we do that, we will win more than we lose.
Obviously played in this league last year. 16 games gone this year. How do you assess the strength of the league this year against last year?
I don't know. It's maybe not strong. I mean, last year there was a few of the bigger boys, Rotherham's, and that spent a bit of money. I think Chesterfield and Fleetwood were the main front runners. Chesterfield have obviously struggled a bit, and Fleetwood seem to be the ones kicking on. But everyone we've played, I think we're more than capable of beating them. And I think it is a league that if you do put that run together, before you know it, you're in the top 7, and you can get out of it. I don't think there's firm favourites. I think everyone's beating everyone, and it is a case of being consistent at this level. And if we can go 9, 10, 11 games unbeaten with a few wins here, draws, before you know it, you're going to be up around it and pushing for the top 3. And we have to believe that. You're never out of it. I think with 4 going up, you're never out of this league. You can always get something, even if it's a case of chasing the top 7. There's always a chance to get out of this league, and we have to believe that we've had our blip. And let's go now and not have another one all season, and really put a good run together.
And you're 5th top scorers, equal top scorers in the league, which says something.
Yeah, that shows you. And again, that's what we spoke about. We know if we defend well and keep clean sheets, then we're scoring goals. We've got strikers that are all in form, all want to play, and we know that. And that's the scary thing. A few points that we have dropped, when we've been in front, we would be in the top 7, and we have to realise that. It's not been all doom and gloom. It's been the odd individual mistake and a bit of luck here and there. But really, we're quite confident. We know going into games we're going to score, and it's a case we've said, stay in the game, keep clean sheets, and the chance will come, and the forwards at the moment will take them.
And you'll go home tonight, and it'll be a happier week than it was last night.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. It wasn't a great week. People, my family know me. I'm a bit of a pain, and losing. Sometimes I can lose and get away with it if I haven't had a chance, but losing and having chances, I'm a frustrated man, and I don't like it. So, yeah, my family know today they can ring me after the game, and they'll get a nice Jamie Cureton.
Jamie, thanks so much.
No problem.
Jamie, to the end of the game, you stood there for a while on the pitch at Tamworth, didn't you? Was that just pure disappointment?
Pure frustration, pure disappointment. Yeah, definitely. You've let myself down, let the team down, and you let fans that travel and the club, and in general, we work for Cheltenham, and it's our duty to do our best for them. And yeah, like I say, the miss was probably the one thing that disappointed me most, because on any other day I should be scoring that. So I do take it on my shoulders, and it might not be that that's what's lost us the game, but it could have been what got us back in and got us a draw. So I've always been like it. It's probably something that I shouldn't be, but I take things home and I get disappointed about things. So today it was nice. It's nice to score, nice to win. First and foremost, being in a change room when you've won, it's no better feeling. So. I probably had to stand there a bit too long and was just thinking, how gutted I was really. But like I say, you have to move on. We all lose games, and it just happened that we lost a cup game, which most people would have expected us to win, and obviously financially you want to be in the cup because it's good for the club. So on a whole, it was disappointing. Hopefully now this has got us back on track again and shown what we are capable of on our day if we get things right. We are a good team.
Yeah, the key is not to let it affect you in your next game, which I'm sure you've been around enough not to.
Yeah, definitely. You have to move on. Yeah, I mean, I'm one of them. It will affect me and get on my nerves for the week, but come Saturday, my focus is right. I can put this right today. I can score, and I'm like it. Before every game, I got it in my head. I'll score today, and most of the time I do. And if chances come and I don't, it gets frustrating. But whether I miss 5 or 6, I'll be the same next week, going with the same confidence. And you have to be like that. You can't. Let things affect you, because the games come thick and fast, and you have to get on with it. And before you know it, you could be losing 2 and 3, and you don't want that. You have to say, right, we've lost. We've got to work hard in training and put it right the next week. And you have to put yourself under that pressure every week, and you know, that's what we've got to do.
Yeah, you got sent off here, you mentioned. Was that in the back of your mind at all when you came out?
Not
today?
really. I'm thinking about it coming into the game, having a bit of laugh with myself, I suppose, and I think I got sent off after about 18 minutes. So once that passed, I felt, right, I've done better than last year. So yeah, it was only myself. I hadn't really spoke about it with anyone else. It was just a bit of banter with myself. So it's nice to come here after, you know, obviously a bit of disappointment for me last year, getting sent off and getting a goal. And like I say, the main thing is the win. You know, we needed that. Like I say, keeps us unbeaten for a few games, and we've got 2 home games now, so we have to make them count. You can't just, you know, have this and then go and lose and then go and win. You know, it's not good enough. We have to put ourselves on the line every week to win games.
Yeah, I think that's 4 in 6 league starts for you now, which isn't exactly a bad
Yeah, not bad.
return,
No,
is it, so
that's
far?
the thing. I've not started many games. It's quite silly, I suppose. I sort of forget how long I was out, and since I've been back here, I've only started 6 games, so 4 goals. And I'm in schedule for 1 in 2s and that, so I'm not bad. But I just want to get a running team. It feels like my season hasn't really got going, because even since I've been back, I've played and then maybe had a game out and this and that. You know, I want to get a run of games, 10, 15, and kick on. And you know, I know if I do that, then I'll score. My ratio should stay up with it. So yeah, I'm happy, and I just want to keep my form going and stay in the team and help out as much as possible.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Jamie.
No problem. Cheers, William.